Habs fans, let me ask you this. When was the last time we had an exciting team that we were actually excited to watch win or lose? Last year, we lost every game, and it was just awful. And even the year before, sure, we'd win games, but we'd scrape by, and it was not exciting to watch. We barely made the playoffs. We shouldn't have made it. It was just because it was a COVID year. We just got lucky. But this year, we're supposed to be bad. We have so many rookies, we have so many young guys, and a lot of old bad guys, and no main goalie. Everything's supposed to be awful. We're supposed to be bottom of the league. But the way these kids play, man, it doesn't seem like we're going to land in the bottom three. I wouldn't be surprised if they land bottom 8 maybe. I think they're going to win a lot more games than we expect this year. So far, it's only been 4 games, and our record is 2-2. But, we beat Toronto and Pittsburgh. These are 2 good teams, sorry. We lost to Washington, but, they played very well. And we lost to Detroit 3-0. But in reality, it was only 1-0 with 2 open nets. So these games are very close, win or lose. And the main point is that they're just really exciting. So I watch these games, and if we win or lose, I don't care. They're just fun to watch. Before the start of the season, I thought the only exciting players were going to be Nick Suzuki, Cole Caulfield, and Yuri Slafkovsky. The other guys, I could not care less about. That's what I was thinking, right? But now there's those guys, and there's other players like Caden Guhle, Kirby Dach, Jordan Harris. All these guys that just make the game so much more exciting to watch, and they're just giving their best effort every night. And yeah, it's just refreshing to, have some competitiveness, even if we should be losing, I don't know. It just seems nice. Anyways, let me get a bit into tonight's game versus the Pittsburgh Penguins. If you didn't already check out my other video from earlier today, I pretty much predicted a couple things right. I'm not going to lie. I did say that Kirby Dach was probably our best player to date, and a lot of people didn't seem that happy with that kind of comment. And maybe he wasn't our best, but he's been one of our better players, no question, no doubt there. And tonight, he proved me right once again. He was one of the better players on the ice, and he finally got rewarded and got his first goal as a Hab, which I also predicted. I literally said, I think he's going to score tonight, and he did. Voila. So yeah, he got the game winner in overtime, assisted by Sean Monahan. And Sean Monahan, man, he's been playing good. He's making us all question if we should re-sign him, But I don't know. He's just been so good. I'm very happy that he's playing healthy and all's working well for him. It's just crazy that we got a first-round pick just to take him for free. And who knows, maybe we sign him and he's part of this core, or we trade him, and I guarantee you we'll get another first from trading him away. So this was a master plan from Kent Hughes. But yeah, for those guys, great game. Someone who I wanted to point out had a very good game for once was Evgeny Dadonov. He's been getting a lot of crap from people lately, and rightfully so. He just hasn't been very good. He's been shifting from line to line, and it's just been a little underwhelming. But tonight, he had the burners on. He was making a lot of plays. He was creating a lot of turnovers for them, creating some scoring chances, all that. He played very well. I was impressed with him tonight. And another player I was extremely impressed by was Caden Guhle. Caden Guhle finally got his first point in the National Hockey League, but he actually made it 2 tonight. So he got 2 assists tonight, and he just had an all-around a great game. And there's this crazy stat from I saw from Eric Engel's tweet, and it was according to Nat Stat Trick. Caden Guhle was up against Sidney Crosby for 15 and a half minutes of Sidney Crosby's almost 19 minutes played tonight. And Crosby had 0 points tonight. And if you guys have been following Sidney Crosby at all, I'm pretty sure he's had 2 back-to-back 3-point nights, and he always puts up points against the Habs. So holding him to 0 points and playing against him for almost the whole night is honestly insane in only your 4th NHL game ever. Honestly, I really think Caden Guhle will be in the Calder Trophy talks by the end of the season. And I obviously he's going to be in the talks. It's just, will he win it or not? And unfortunately, in this day and age, even if you're a defenseman, you're going to have to put up 50 points just to make it. And it's really unfortunate because obviously, the point of being a defenseman, right, is to shut down players, and he's doing that extremely well, like insane, right? But if he doesn't put up 50 points, he probably won't win it over, let's say, Matty Beniers, for example, who might put up a point per game, or maybe obviously a little less than that because he's on Seattle. But if he puts up 65 to 70 points. He'll probably get it, no doubt. And Caden Guhle has to get like 45 to 50 points just to be even in like the talk, you know, which is like I said, it's unfortunate because his role is to be a defenseman, and he's been arguably our best defenseman as of lately. So yeah, I think he could possibly win the Calder this year. But yeah, moving on from Caden Guhle, I'm going to start talking about Cole Caulfield. And, you know, he had a little bit of a goal drought these past 2 games. We kind of expected him to score every single game after he scored 2 goals in the home opener. But, you know, that's how it goes, right? Up and down. He still is a point per game, though, I'm pretty sure. And he's got another goal tonight, which was to tie up the game before going into overtime. And it was actually a beautiful feed from none less than Jonathan Drouin. And Jonathan Drouin, I'm telling you, the last 2 games he's played, actually the only 2 games he's played this season, have been quite good. I do think that benching him and, like, you know, making him a healthy scratch for the beginning of the season really, like, got his mindset going of, like, okay, I actually have to work for this. I have to earn it. Because back in the day, this guy comes in and out whenever he's ready. It was up to him. But now he has to prove it. I really applaud Marty St. Louis for that decision because I think it's working out in his favor very well. And Jonathan Drouin's looking quite good. So, yeah. The line changes did really well tonight. The first line, adding Monahan, that was great. The second line with Drouin, Anderson, and Doc, that was also very good. And the third line, well, I mean, the second and third kind of like, they're both like second and third lines, if that makes sense. There's no real second, there's no real third. But yeah, the other line of Dadonov with Gallagher and Dvorak, I think that was also a very solid lineup. And the fourth line wasn't that bad either, other than Mike Hoffman. You know, please just scratch him, put Pitlick in, put Pizzetta in. Anyone else other than Hoffman, I think that line would actually be quite decent with Slavkovsky and Evans with someone else on the wing. But yeah, other than that, a super solid game from the boys. It was entertaining to watch, and, you know, it's always fun to beat top teams like the Pens. I'm not sure if I missed talking about anybody, so let me know in the comments if there's anyone that I missed who had a great game. Off the top of my head, everyone kind of had a solid game. You know, Nick Suzuki didn't talk about him, but great again. But yeah, if you did enjoy this video, don't be afraid to like, comment, subscribe. And with that being said, I'll see you guys all tomorrow. Take care.